Hey there, fellas. How are you doing? It's snowing right here in Indy.
It's not snowing here, but it is certainly cold.
All right. Well, welcome to Two Brothers Gaming and episode 4 of Night City Nights, our Cyberpunk Red campaign featuring two detectives. One, my brother Doug,
Oh,
and our good friend Sam.
Hello.
Hey, all right. Um, so I guess two quick things. Give us a brief intro for anyone who's just joining to know what kind of characters you're playing, and then I guess the second part is, do we remember what happened last time?
mm. I'll start. My character's name is Eric Steiger, former police detective in Night City. Um, kind of walked away from that role and went into private investigation. Kind of a guy that uses uh, any means to an end to get the answers that he wants. I think before I've kind of compared him to Vic Mackey from the great TV show The Shield. Whatever it takes to solve it, whether that is legal or illegal.
All right. Sam.
Yeah. I'm playing Wolf Belmont, also a former police investigator who was forced out of the force, specializing in drug investigations. Um, and I guess I share a similar viewpoint on the law, though I would rather work within it. I am not oblivious to the corruption of the system, and think that that corruption is something that we be watching out for just as much as the crime. So,
Awesome. All right. So what happened in episode 3? Do you fellows remember? It's been a while.
well, we visited a very scary chop shop.
Hmm? Yeah. Definitely.
Ripper Doc.
Yep.
Yeah,
I remember he's a guy that can obtain certain cyberware parts. He's kind of a middleman who has connections around the city. He buys these from a particular guy, and for the life of me, I cannot remember the guy's name.
I'm not
Um,
sure if we were given the name Cutter. Cutter was the guy who was doing the illicit cyberware. He was installing
okay,
it.
Yep.
okay.
Yep. He didn't give you the name of your fixer, the fixer that he was working with.
Right.
That's correct.
And I do remember that we also chased after a woman who was in the bar that we went to go meet the fixer, and seems
She
like
wasn't
that was
real friendly. No.
yeah,
No. Oh, the fixer was, his name was Goliath. You did get him.
yes, Goliath.
Um, and yeah, the woman that you encountered in the the nightclub was a woman named Jessie, and you pursued her outside after you basically didn't get a lot from Goliath. Outside of that, he was working with a group out of Pacifica, um, so which is is a really nasty part of Night City. Uh, Cops actually don't go there if they don't have to because it's so dangerous for most people. And really, only the trauma team is kind of like the only regular people that go in there to pull out some corpos who got themselves hurt. So, but you had left the nightclub and uh, gone to kind of jumped into car with Jesse. So she was picked up by a taxi and was heading out that way. So that's kind of where you ended up, and that's kind of where you ended the session. So I found this cool cyberspace kind of thing from a guy named Solutions on Patreon. So I figured I'd show it because I like the background. So, all right. So yeah, so you're in the taxi that is taking away you, Wolf, with Jesse, and Eric. You were kind of left behind as he jumped in the car.
Sure.
All right.
So I'm done for tonight?
Yeah, you're done. So it's
Okay. Well, good being on.
Oh, it was nice seeing you, Doug.
Yeah, good hearing from you, Sam. Good luck. I think what I'll try to do is try to wave down a cab as well. And
Oh, do you want me to lead us in?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's correct. That's right. Thank you for reminding me. We have that write up. So, yes. So, Sam or Wolf, give us the opening narration.
So, as it turned out, we stumbled across a serial killer. Lyrics everywhere and cyberware stripped off the victims. The NCPD was as incompetent and corrupt as I remembered. We chased down one of the cyberware parts sold to a Ripper Doc, a shithole even for a Ripper Doc. He agreed eventually to contact his connection. We visited the fixer who bought these parts. He was meeting a corpo, typical setup. Distracting thug while the real mark is the poor damsel. She seemed out of place, so we followed her. Not sure it was the right decision, but you gotta follow your gut. Even if it leaves you without your partner.
yes, sir.
All right. Well, so Wolf, you're in the taxi, which is a ground car taxi, with Jesse. You kind of slipped in. There's not a human driver; it's an automated kind of taxi vehicle. Eric, you do have your vehicle yourself, so you can also, you don't need to call a taxi necessarily. You can
okay.
You can follow.
I will just follow him in our company vehicle.
All right.
Our tax write-off.
That's right. And can you roll a 1d8?
Yeah.
Or what? A 1d10 to figure out what your fuel level is. So we have a.
Well, shit.
So
I'll be a few minutes behind.
So
of course, Wolf leaves me with a tank that's empty.
Well,
of course he does.
That's what it says, right?
Oh, that's right. It's a faulty thing.
Yeah, it's faulty. So you don't know, well, if it is or is not. So I am going to do a secret roll on my end. So I think I know how to do that. Yeah, all right. All right. I'm going to let you just roll it since I'm going to roll it since I can't remember if it's secret or not. But I'm not going to tell you what that roll means. All right. Okay. So you hop in. The gauge right now shows that it is basically almost on empty. And it wasn't that way when you got in it earlier. So who knows what it is. All right. So let's say also, Doug, for you to be able to have seen the taxi, to get to your car, and also kind of make sure you can follow the right taxi, can you give me a perception check?
Sweetly.
you had a fumble. So you
To
know.
start off really well.
Yeah. So give me another D10 and see how.
Maybe you are done for the night.
Maybe I am.
Oh,
I
and he
crash
crashes.
into a pool and it's over. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you got a 9. Okay. So as you get to your Aerodyne, because you do have a Blade Runner flying car kind of thing, you look back towards the street and you see about 5 cabs, all sort of looking the same, and you do not know which cab it is that Wolf and Jesse got in.
Well, doesn't he have a tracker on his mobile unit or cell unit or whatever it might be?
Well, you could call him, and certainly so. But yeah, I mean, and he could probably activate something that would let you find him. But right now, it's not a thing that's just going automatically.
Oh, okay. Like Find My Phone kind of app.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cyberpunk's all about data privacy and anonymity. So
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I'll let you think on that one here briefly. Wolf. So you slide in. Jesse looks at you and is like, "What the hell?" And she starts to reach back to basically kind of press a button to get the cab to stop.
I'm gonna grab her arm.
Okay.
And then, but I'll grab it. I'll grab her arm with my non-chrome. Oh no! No! I'm gonna grab it with the chrome.
Okay. Pull out the chrome, all its
People's elbow.
Glory. Yes.
Yeah. We're not messing around here.
Okay. So you grab it. She's not expecting you to kind of do that. So no need to make a roll to do it. And she kind of starts to try to jerk it away, and she's like, "Let go."
And I thought things were going so well back at the bar.
Well, that was at the bar, not here. What are you doing?
Following up on some intuition.
And she kind of tries to jerk her arm away again.
I'm gonna try and hang on if I can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you hang on. So, what's this intuition you're talking about?
I'm gonna kind of look down with my other hand, gesture to my arm and my right leg, and just be like, "Do I look like one who shies away from cutting edge cybertech?"
You do not. No.
You're selling. I want to know why and what.
Just let me go.
More specifically, I want to know why you're selling something that seems I cannot buy.
You've got it all wrong. Let me go.
I'm going to activate the taser in my right leg.
Okay.
I don't think you want to play games.
I'm not playing games, but I'm not going to sit here and talk to you while being held against my will.
I'll let go of her arm.
Okay. Jerks it away. She kind of rubs it. You think I'm selling stuff? That's what you think?
Are you buying? I could use the credits.
No, I'm not buying. I'm trying to figure out who that Goliath guy is getting his gear from.
Is there a check I can make to tell if she's lying?
I would say I would let you make a perception check.
Okay.
Nice roll. Um,
Thanks for wasting those bad ones on.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Time.
she seems to be at least telling truthful. She's kind of indignant. Seems, you know, pissed off enough that she's maybe telling you the truth.
I am gonna take my chrome arm and like bring it hard into the bench next to me. I
Okay.
assume it's a bench seat.
Yeah. Okay. She kind of shudders. What is your problem?
We're doing the same thing. You can drop the act. I'm investigating him too.
And why are you investigating him?
I'm gonna pull. I assume I have a PI badge.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna flash that to her, so she knows I'm legit.
Okay. So you hold it up. It's kind of it's basically you hold up your phone and you flash a little bit of a screen up.
Sure.
And so you flash that up. She kind of looks at it, and she's like, "Okay, so what are you investigating?" Like
NCPD has been looking into a case. Seems like there's a serial killer somewhere in the city. Of course, they're not taking it very seriously, and so private interest has taken hold.
Corpo, huh? Who got their kid killed, huh? Whose kid was killed? It's paying for your salary.
You know I can't say that.
Doug, what are you doing now that you're in the car?
I'm actually sending a TikTok to Wolf to kind of give me an idea of where he is.
All right. So as you're putting back your phone, your pad with after showing her the PI stuff, you see this little what do you have on your phone that alerts you that it is your partner Eric that is sending you a message?
So instead of find my phone, it's find my partner.
Yeah, but I want to know. I want to know how Wolf has set up his phone for when he gets calls from Eric. Like
like a ringtone.
Yeah, like my ringtone for Doug, or my text tone for when Doug calls me is this ominous Darth Vader sound. So what does Wolf have for Eric?
I'm gonna have like I want a big like Star Trek like red alert klaxon.
Okay. Yep. So as you start to put away,
I'm just gonna look at her and quietly excuse me.
All right. She's like, and she leans back, crosses her arms. So
I assume it's a text message.
Yes, it is a message of attempting to follow. Please give me your signal or something to track. Thanks for leaving me no gas.
I'm just gonna reply negative. Stay with Goliath.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna turn around, Patrick.
Okay. All right.
Head back to the bar I go.
Okay. So So what do you do next, Sam?
I'm gonna turn to Jesse and ask Corpo hire you too.
No, I'm not a PI. My best friend, he was killed, and the cops aren't doing anything, of course. And so I decided that I was going to do something about it myself. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I had some information, and I decided to kind of track it down.
Not sure if it's brave or stupid.
Probably a bit of both. But my friend, his name was Karen, and they had, there were some lyrics left there. His cyber liver was pulled from him, and like left on his body, and then his eyes were removed, and in the place of his eye there was a note that was also written, and it was like jammed in his eye with this like ice pick kind of thing.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was. It was terrible. So, but I had, I knew his doctors who had put in his eyes, so I got the serial number from it, and so when those activated again, there's the nice Karoshi ones. I kind of started tracking that down. So I went to that person and said, where'd you get these from? And once they kind of figured out I wasn't trying to, arrest them or anything like that for getting stolen stuff, they kind of led me to Goliath here, as they called him, and so I haven't done anything yet, other than I was just trying to see what he was like, and what information I might be able to get. I frankly, I didn't know what I was going to do outside of just show up and see what happened.
Well, unless you want to, I think you're going to need to share. I mean, is this everything you found out, or I would hate to, bring you into a more official capacity of interrogation here. I don't want to take a trip downtown or get you dirty, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is, that's all I've got. And I was just trying to find out some more information, and I was going to take it to the cops and try to see, what you're missing. But, for all I know, they're behind, cops.
Yeah, those sticks don't care.
They're getting paid by this, to look the other way.
Where are you going now?
Well, I was heading home, so I didn't like all those other kind of thugs in there. It was a little bit too much for me, at least now. Maybe I could figure out a way to get some other information in the future without me having to physically be there.
Yeah.
If you get my drift.
Tell you what, I'm gonna give you my contact here, and then if you wouldn't mind just bringing me around back to my partner at the bar, I'll pay your fare. Yeah. And just let me know if you find anything, or if there's a way that I can get a hold of you if we come across anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So cab, go back to where we started, and it kind of starts to make a turnaround. And she says, well, so I know this lyricist serial killer is out there running around, and so here's the lyrics that he had, and she pulls up her pad and kind of throws it out to you, and then here's the note as well, that was stabbed into his eye. So I haven't had much of a chance to look at where that came from. It's it's really kind of weird. So, but yeah, that's what I've got, and and obviously the Karoshi serial number for my friend's eyes that are now in somebody else. Living it up in corporate center.
Well,
so you both saw the items pop up, right? The handouts.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Sam. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just say, okay. Well, the lyrics certainly seem in line with what we've seen.
Yeah.
Haven't do you have any idea what this other note means, or could even refer to?
No, I hadn't even had it.
Cyberware, a prison?
I hadn't even had a chance to look it up. So so no, I don't know anything about it at all.
Your friend, what did they do in their off time? What did they do for work?
He was a journalist. Wrote for a little street rag, in Japantown. Never made it real big, but wrote some stories on a number of the gangs in the area in Night City. So that's kind of he was kind of specializing in. So
What do you like to do when he wasn't doing that?
you know, eat, drink, read. Watch the entertainment feeds. The normal stuff that anyone does.
Not a chromer or
No. He,
deckhead at all?
What?
Deckhead?
No. No, he's just a normal person.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. It's not easy. And like I said before, I don't know if it's stupid or brave for doing this on your own, but it's admirable.
Well, it probably a bit of both. So, but yeah, here's my contact information, so she gives it to you, so you have it. And just let me know if you find out anything at all.
Yeah. Hey, and sorry about the, acting tough.
Yeah. So the car pulls up outside of the nightclub that you're in. It's called the Industrial. So, so it pulls up and the door opens, and you hear they have reached destination. Have reached destination.
All right. I'm just gonna get out. I'm gonna stop like I'm gonna say something, and then I'm just gonna close the door.
Okay. All right. You just kind of see her like lean back in the cab, and the cab pulls away.
I'm gonna go and try and find Doug or
Okay.
Eric.
Yep. So Eric, you got you turn the aerodyne your car around. Presumably parked it. Are you going back into the club?
If I recall, last time I was in the club, I was escorted out.
Yeah.
So I'll just hang out.
Okay.
I'll just hang out here in the little alleyway near the street.
Okay. All right.
I think that's the only entrance in, based on what I can see on the map.
That is the entrance in. That's correct. Okay. So yeah, Wolf, you see Eric standing there in sort of the little walkway between the buildings.
All right, I'll join him.
Okay. All right. So what you guys gonna do?
Hello, Wolf. Have a nice ride.
Yeah. It was not what we wanted.
Nothing ever is.
Yeah.
Do we need to go back in here, have a chat?
Probably if we want to. I mean, if we want to get any information out of on where Goliath is getting his stock. Turns out I ended up following a nobody. So
All right, because last time, a few minutes ago when I walked out, that I was kind of being asked to leave. So maybe you should go in first, and I'll just have a seat at the bar.
or do you? I mean, think we wait for him out here?
Well, I don't want him to bug out and be scared. Are we wanting to confront him or follow him?
Well, we already tried confronting him. That didn't really seem to go anywhere.
I think we should just wait in our car and watch and wait for him to leave.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk to the Aerodyne and take a seat.
All right.
And I'm gonna turn it on and see what the gas meter is reading.
Okay. Roll a 1d8 or d10. Sorry, I keep saying d8.
Oh,
Oh, now it says 7, so it looks.
we've got.
What was
we gotta get
3/4 of a
that
tank?
fixed.
Yeah. So now who left like an empty tank?
Well, you left it to me, and then apparently I filled it up without stopping. You're welcome.
And apparently, you're Wolf. You see 20 eddies deducted from your account for a cab.
For the
ride.
cab. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, our nobody got home.
Thank goodness for that.
All right. So you guys are gonna wait in the vehicle. All right. So
I'll tell Eric about.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and fill in Eric about what we talked about while we're waiting.
Okay.
I have now been filled in.
You have now been filled in. All right. Any discussion that you gents want to have about that? Or is filling in as far as you want to go for now?
That's as far as I want to go, because every time Wolf gets into these big diatribes, I have to drink from my flask. It's a game I play with myself.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to play a game right now. I'm just going to wait.
What's in that flask?
Tea.
Hard tea.
What's that? What? What's the one that made the news?
I don't
That
know.
yellow can one.
Oh.
Do you remember that, Sam?
Is that White Claw?
Oh, Twisted Tea.
Yes.
Twisted tea. Yeah, that's what's in there.
Okay. All right.
Standard PI beverage.
Yeah. All right.
Twisted tea.
Twisted Tea.
Yeah, the flask has a little LED monitor that tells you, or a little LED level that tells you you're about half full on
Oh,
it. So
look, it reads better than our gas gauge.
it is very reliable. All right, so you wait for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and after about 3 hours, you see kind of one of the kind of people kind of come out and head towards the sort of edge of the uh, bar. So he's kind of looking around, kind of glances at you, but doesn't really seem to, you know, he kind of dismisses it pretty quickly. And then you see a second one come out, and he walks along the sidewalk. And stops kind of right, kind of at the back there. You see him. You can see him in the side mirror where he's at, and he calls up on his pad for something, and then puts it in and kind of looks down the street a little ways. Still good to stay where you're at.
I'm gonna nudge Eric and just say, "Look alive," but don't look like you're alive. Just
So look like me. Look like yourself.
sit casual.
Sit casual. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
You see another one come out. He kind of faces away from you, and he's looking at sort of a kind of a flimsy kind of wall towards the back, and then another one comes out, and he's holding a submachine gun, kind of as he's walking out, and you see Goliath come out, following kind of closely behind the guy, and they make their way down the alley, and you see a ground car, pull up, sort of behind you. It's not real close, kind of, you know, in that space right there. And you watch the two of them kind of make their way past you. They don't really pay you much mind at all. They kind of give you a look. They kind of notice that you're there. The windows are kind of tinted a little bit, so they don't know that. But Goliath gets in the back of the car, and then the three goons get in with him, and then this other one comes down along the way, and he hops in as well. And then the vehicle pulls out and starts and goes past you as it heads down the road. It's a nice car. So very nice car.
Are there markings that indicate, like, I don't know, if the license plate or something like that, but some sort of identifier of vehicles on these?
Yeah. It it has basically a license plate. Essentially, it's a little digital readout on the back of it that flashes the numbers of the registration kind of numbers on it. So for Night City, so in C 3825.
Okay, we make note of that. We'll run that later, just to
Okay.
sure Goliath is not his real name. We will.
Do you want to follow? You said.
No, I was looking at something posted on Discord. Okay. Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay. We will. Yeah, we'll follow. And we've done this before. Obviously, we are professionals, so we will hide our tailing abilities.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're going to try at least, right?
Well, yeah.
No,
I mean, Eric
thought it
is
was
driving.
automatic.
So.
All right. So Yeah, I mean, tailing's, it's a bit of a art as along with a bit of skill.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're going to need to make a couple of checks to
Gotcha.
do this. So one is going to be driving,
All
and
right.
then I'm also going to require you to make a kind of a stealth check with that. So, but let's start with your driving because the driving will determine how hard it is on your stealth check. So how well you succeed on that one. So it's drive. It's a pilot an air vehicle.
Okay.
So why don't you roll that? 13. All right. So why don't you roll a stealth check, and with that add 2 to that because you did well on your drive check.
I put that. Where do I put that +2? I need
Um,
to show modifiers, don't I?
yeah.
Oh no, that didn't work.
Or we just add 2 after you roll it. So
Oh, okay, that'll work.
18, so
Nice.
20. All right. So I'm going to make an opposed roll. So they have to beat that 18, or sorry, that 20. So I am going to use our friend John the Wise's 3 goon method. So for those of you
Perfect.
who don't know that, so um, he breaks them down into 3 goons levels. So this is going to be an easy, so they don't get a lot of skill on that one. All right. So yeah, so you expertly stay behind for a while, but it's going to be a long drive, so I'm not going to let you just get away with it, one time. But it's going to stay fairly easy for you to stay behind him because you did so well on your first one. So,
Okay.
because he is heading pretty far. So let me move to the map of Night City that we have.
Oh, you're cutting out.
Sorry, we're going to move to the map of
At
Night
least
City.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
How
Okay.
about now? You hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
good. All right. So you were in Japantown, and he is making his way south towards Pacifica. So Pacifica is down here. It's in this purple area. This is Santo Domingo, and he's kind of making his way that way. So I'm going to ask you to make another pilot air vehicle check.
Okay.
Okay. What kind of music what are you listening to? Any music or anything while you're driving? No. All right.
No. Our conversation is musical enough.
Oh, I see. Wow. All right. So now make another stealth check and add 4 to that. So
15.
15. All right. I'm going to give him a little bit more difficulty, so I'm lowering his. All right. So as you're driving, you see the vehicle make just kind of stops kind of weirdly as it's moving forward. You're kind of just driving. It's driving. It's in the middle of a street, kind of going around doing exactly what it normally does, and then it just stops. So that is, and it immediately signals to you that you may be made. So, what do you want to do? You don't know that you've been made, but it's not a technique most people do. They just like stop
Just
right in the middle of the thing. So,
we'll drive right by him.
yeah, just keep driving.
okay, all right. So, so you drive past, and you see the car kind of go. Now, how far since you can be in the air, kind of what's your relationship to this vehicle?
I don't quite understand what you mean. You mean, oh, distance wise? Like,
Well, like height, like are you ground level? So it's on the ground level. You're on the ground level. Are you like a few stories above? Are you like what's kind of your
yeah, we were a few. I would say a few stories, maybe 3 to 4 stories high.
okay?
Obviously, you know, half something distance behind, and now we're half distance ahead. That measurement. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm not sure how traffic patterns work for the flying vehicles here. I don't know if like
There are
they
like
have lighting or things like that, that stop signs and blaz like that.
yeah, there's lanes and stuff, and there's nothing necessarily like extending off of buildings saying stop, but because you're in the air, you get things in your heads up display on the vehicle that says stop. You're coming to a crossway or something like that, and you can kind of see on the windshield the kind of lane that says stick in this. So it does. There is a level of guidance and those kind of mechanisms there. So
And this is nighttime, right?
yes, yeah,
Right at night?
it's
Okay.
it's probably like 2 a.m. right now.
So traffic's light?
Very light.
No.
Yep.
Right.
It's very light, but it's not. Night City never sleeps, man, and there's always stuff going on. So there's still a fair amount of traffic just compared to like in the middle of the day. It's
Right.
pretty light.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see kind of looking back as you fly over the vehicle that it picks up pace again, and then it turns right. About a block away from where it stopped, and you can no longer see it because it is obscured by some buildings.
We will take the next available right then and
Okay.
follow that trajectory.
Okay. So that would mean you're kind of, theoretically at a parallel right now.
Right.
But they are still not visible. So, but I'd say you're about a block away. Or, about 2 blocks away. I think it's probably fair.
I'm gonna pick up speed. I want to try to get a block ahead of what their average speed was,
Okay.
and then I want to like not this coming intersection, but the following 1 or 2, say, and I will look behind me, and Sam will look to the right, and we'll see if we make contact or catch him at all
Yeah.
before I turn right.
Okay.
He's just looking perpendicular towards him.
Okay. Yeah. So you accelerate, you make the turn, and then you kind of pull to a stop, not without going out into the space. And Sam, you're looking to the right, and you do see the car kind of coming towards basically where you're at. It's still on the same road where it turned on, and it does not look like it's not like rushing or anything like that. It's going at a normal pace.
Hey, act alive. Off to the right.
We'll go back to our normal speed and head that way.
Okay.
We'll go a little higher this time.
Okay. So they make a left turn, so they're kind of heading further south, west towards Pacifica. You can see the dome, so that's the sports arena. So you can kind of see the dome coming into view. There's no game or anything tonight. And of course it's well after when a game would be. So I would like another piloting check. Why don't you give yourself a +4 on this one? I was going to say 2,
Whoa,
but
nice.
but with the extra height, we'll say it's going to be a little bit tougher to spot you. Okay, so do a stealth check and give me a +4, +6 to that one actually.
Ooh, 23.
Nice. All right. Goons. So, yeah, so they don't see you at all. All right. The vehicle comes to a stop. There's a series of like major highways just north of the Pacifica sort of area, and you can actually see fairly far into Pacifica right now, and you can see a lot of the reason why it's quite dangerous there. You see the occasional fire, like somebody set something ablaze, a vehicle here and there is on fire. You even see the flash of some gunshots here and there, and there's a series of barricades across streets and whatnot. So Goliath's vehicle does not go into Pacifica, but it gets pretty darn close, and it goes into a warehouse looking building just on the northeastern side of sort of the major highway there.
Mm.
Well, I suppose we should just try and follow
Carry
them.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a warehouse, and it's a fairly old one, and it's probably in height, probably about like 2 stories tall. But it has a series of solar panels on the top of it, kind of going in a line from north to south, at that kind of angle. And then there are those sort of like windows that come at a peak. They're quite dirty, but you can see light turns on and kind of leaks through a set of those. There's a couple of other warehouses on around this space. They don't have any lights on or anything like that. You see some corporate logos and names. Delivery services and all those kinds of things. Kind of what you would expect from people using a warehouse to store their goods and distribute it out into Night City. And one's a meat kibble distribution company and stuff. So, but the vehicle is completely inside the warehouse now, so you cannot see the vehicle. The door closed. The door that they went into on the ground level closed.
Can we see any visible signs of armed security?
You do not see any security. Well, what kind of security are you talking about?
People on foot.
Yeah, you don't see anybody on foot. No.
I'm going to turn on my infrared little eye,
Okay.
and I'm looking for heat signatures.
Okay.
Primarily in and around the warehouse they went in.
Okay.
Heat signatures like, I don't know, electrical hubs. I don't know if I could see cameras or things like that infrared wise.
Yeah. No. Normally you would not because those aren't necessarily running with any
A lot of
heat.
heat.
Yeah. So you a couple of things that you notice. So one is a lot of the the warehouse itself is probably too thick to get much in the way of infrared through. You know, the eyes those eyes aren't made to like pierce
Right,
through
right.
you know solid metal and brick and stone and that kind of stuff. You do see some heat coming from the window area. That's definitely a warmer space. Um, and the panels actually look a little bit cooler. Makes sense. It's daylight. You do see a number of electrical sort of. I think hubs is probably a good thing. You know, a series of wires that come into a box that probably
Mm-hmm.
powers light sources, any
Right.
electronics, and that kind of stuff that's on the inside of it. They're fairly large, fairly powerful, probably. Warehouse may have some cranes and stuff inside it that need to move heavy materials, so it probably does absorb a level of power. Um, and yeah, but you don't pick up any people on the outside of it in addition to that. So that you didn't see any originally visually, and you see no one infrared wise.
This is you certainly take me to nice places, Eric.
Only the best for you. And then I try to hand them the flask.
Okay.
I'll take it. Is it alcoholic?
It's tea.
I'm just gonna
Is it?
spit it on the ground.
Oh, that's my good stuff.
More
It's twisted
more
tea,
false
man.
more
It's
false
almost 200 years
prophecies.
old. Okay. More false prophecies.
200-year-old tea.
Finally aged.
Tea and whiskey, my friend, are not the same thing.
Oh. I read it on the cyberwebs.
I hope you didn't pay a lot for it.
Let's find a place to park.
All right. There's a couple of.
It's like ordering a lock of hair from your favorite celebrity. You know, it's got to be
Right.
their hair.
Totally something that normal people do.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, no. So yeah, there's a couple of landing places close by that you can park public kind of parking areas. Cost you a couple of eddies.
Gosh, you can't even afford to shell out for valet.
If I save your ass during this warehouse, you are going to pay for the gas correction.
I'll even buy your tea.
Oh. Bet. All right. I assume there's a chain link fence or some sort of fencing around this warehouse.
There is definitely there's a fence, chain link. There's some razor wire on top of that. Seems to be pretty consistent with other warehouses in the area.
Is it electrified?
Does not appear to be, no.
I'm gonna try and rip it with my arm.
Did you do it quietly?
I'm gonna try and rip it quietly with
I
my
hope-
arm.
I hope it's electrified and you piss your pants.
I don't know how you rip a chain link fence quietly.
Well, you're right, but just try.
I'm gonna try and rip the fence while looking Eric straight in the eye.
All right. Yeah, it with your extra muscular of the chrome arm, you kind of like pull it, and you hear of the chains popping. So, not incredibly loud, but certainly not quiet either.
I'll give you 8 out of 10 on that one. Cool.
I'm gonna lift it up and with my other hand usher him underneath.
All right.
I shall follow said ushering and climb under.
Okay. You are in and on the other side of the fence.
Well, that was the easy part.
Yep. Do you have a layout for this, Patrick, or are we doing theater of the mind here?
I do have a layout for it. Let me find it real quick.
You know, I should have asked Wolf. I should have asked if we had, since we are PIs, whether we had like listening devices or.
I don't see that among our gear.
We are really bad at this.
You know, we're learning. Personal growth happens every day.
That's right. Good point.
All right. So, so there's basically you're on the street outside of this building, and there are 3 doors, kind of where you're at, and they seem to be, they're closed off, so they're not open. But you saw the car go into
Bay 3.
this spot there. Yep.
Is there on the outside ladder access to the roof?
There is a fire stair, like what we call those.
Yeah.
That goes up in the outside and goes
Right.
up,
Right.
almost to
Yeah,
the roof.
fire
escape.
escape.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So there is one that goes up. And it does look like it goes to the roof.
You want a little boost?
I need a boost from the people's elbow, please.
Yeah. That's where all the strength comes from. It's all in the elbow. I'm gonna try and give Eric a step up.
Okay.
Is this an athletics check?
You know what? Not normally, but just because I want to see if you guys do a critical botch it. I want you to roll it. So.
All right. I think I can do this. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Crit. I get up there without Wolf's help.
Stubborn.
That's the way I was with my crit.
There you go.
All right.
You are up.
And I flip him off and I continue to climb the ladder.
All right.
I'm gonna look around to see if there's like a control pad for the door.
Yes, there is a control pad for the door to the right.
I'm just gonna try and press the open button.
The password is open.
It flashes a red set of lights at you. It does not open.
I'm really considering punching it.
DoorDash. Are you really that angry? I mean, don't you want to know what's in there first before we?
I'm gonna try and open door number 2.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Same result.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try and open door number 1.
All right. Same result.
Smash
Uh,
it.
Is there any like sort of computer skill that I could see if I could try and make it open for me? I have
Uh,
nothing in these skills.
yeah, I mean, you could try that. You don't have any uh, net running skills, so I would let you try a. Um, oh, what we could do a. What is it? Yeah, I mean, I let you
I see
do like
pick
a
lock. Would that work?
no, because that's going to be. This is
Like
electronic.
physical.
That's it's not
Oh.
physical. Electronic security tech
Oh,
is
yep,
what we
there
would
it
be
is.
looking at.
Sure.
So you can try that one.
Okay.
Oh, it's easily a pass. Easily.
And this is still for door number 1.
Okay. It just flashes that red symbol back at you again.
Nailed it.
I'm gonna try tasing it.
Okay. Doug, what are you're still going up, right?
Yeah, I'd like to be on the roof by now,
Okay.
if I can.
You are up
It's
on.
got terrible written all over it.
You're up on the roof.
And is there a hatch up there? What they call a roof hatch?
There the windows up there you could open a couple of them.
Are they grimy? Can I see in them?
They are somewhat grimy, but you could wipe some of that away. Yes, and
I would
it
like
looks like
to.
you can see.
I'd like to stealthily look through there, and then I would like to call Sam. Hopefully, he has his volume turned down with the signal, but
I don't.
got visual. Hashtag.
Okay.
No need. People's elbow. Send.
All right. So you're gonna tase it. So
Yeah.
Shot.
all right. Doug, you look down and you see Goliath down there with a set of goons. They are digging into some boxes and materials down there. It looks like, from this height, yeah, they're probably cybernetic parts that they're kind of playing around with and looking at. So.
Signal to Wolf. Wolf, there are Santa's in there with 4 elves.
All right.
Along the, I guess we could look at this as standard north-south. Can we do that? So
yes, that's fine.
they're on the north wall, northeast corner.
All right. I'm gonna respond. It's attempting to open southeast or southwest door.
Okay.
May the breach be with you.
All right. So you tase it, and the thing flashes red at you again, and then you see Doug. You see a guard like turn around and just kind of start to wander over to one.
Wolf, you might be compromised now. They are coming. I got 1 elf coming your way to door 1.
I'm going to read the message and then try and duck around this corner, the outside corner.
Okay. The message is just kind of a no entry, kind of no code, kind of flashes a few different things. Error 28, 100.
Oh, not that error. 28-100. That's terrible.
Yeah.
He's ended adventure.
So, Doug, you see the door kind of, you see the guy sort of at the door. He's kind of looking at what appears to be a version of that keypad on the inside.
Can I see what numbers he's?
No.
Is he getting ready to push numbers on it?
Right now, he's just looking at it.
Hmm. Do those big doors have windows in them?
No.
Okay. No change. I'm just gonna tell Wolf he's by the pad.
Okay. On the inside.
On the inside, yeah.
Okay.
Do I notice this door now that I'm on this side of the wall?
Yes, you do actually.
I'm gonna walk over there and inspect it.
Okay. What you looking for?
See if it opens.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and quietly turn the handle.
Okay. The handle turns, and you feel it like it moves. You know, like the door's got some give to it, but it doesn't unlock. All right. It kind of it just kind of feels like it's stuck.
So potentially the right amount of force in the right spot.
Yes. Yeah. You think you could probably get it open if you needed to via force.
I'm gonna shoot a message up to Eric and ask him how good advantage he has for shooting. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna type. How's it looking for duck hunting today?
All right, Patrick. So the visual I have, distance, lighting.
Yeah. So if
I needed to adjust.
Yeah. So you're like probably about here.
Okay.
On up high, you are about 3 stories above them. So there's a fair bit of distance between you. So that's 30 feet or so. But you have a pretty good line of sight. They are using these kind of like bright spotlight kind of things, so they are in generally good visibility of what you can see. It's a little bit darker towards where Wolf is, but still lit. There's some electronics and some other things that are providing some light. Yeah.
Wolf, if we cut the power to the building, we can go with night vision, and it'll be much easier to eliminate targets.
All right. Can you cut power from up there, or should I look for a ground conduit?
Yeah, there should be. I think the GM, Patrick,
Mm-hmm.
said that there was outside some panels. I think a well-placed people's elbow into the box would cause power to be lost.
We can try that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to switch to night vision.
Okay. So there are a couple of panels, basically some power boxes a little bit further down from that exit door towards the north that could look like they could be providing power to the interior.
I'm going to try and open one of the panels.
Okay. It has a little lock tied to the bottom of it. It's metal, but it is pretty flimsy. You can probably pull it off pretty quickly and easily.
Yeah, let's do that.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Pulls off. Not a problem. You kind of pull it off. Bends pretty easily to your chrome hand, and you're able to see some wires and stuff there.
I'm gonna shoot a message to Eric and say, I don't remember what they taught us. Is it red to blue? Or is it red to red?
Yes. Either.
All right.
Pull the
I'm gonna
black
reach
one.
in. I'm gonna reach in with my chrome arm, grab some of the wires, just cause some havoc, and then activate the taser.
That'd work.
All right. You send a jolt of taser electricity into the panel, and the interior. And Doug, you see immediately the lights just go off.
That worked. Wolf, head to your door.
All right, on my way.
And
I'm gonna
Doug,
try and kick this door open.
okay. And Doug, you see the one guy who's at one kind of run back, and you see the kind of move around, and you hear, "Damn power! Go figure out what's going on." So.
One elf coming your way there, Wolf. Oh, maybe two.
Okay. All right. So, you're at the. Good.
Wolf, are we wanting to kill Goliath or get some information?
I mean, I don't care if he's a little injured. I just want him to talk.
All right, so I'll take out the elves first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, what do you want to do, Wolf?
Is it pretty? Is it pretty pitch black in there, Patrick?
Yeah, it's pretty dark. There's
Okay,
some
good.
like faint light, very,
Well,
very,
sure.
very faint, but from some electronics. But you took out the spotlight in most of the major light sources there.
All right, perfect.
All right. I'm gonna flip my infrared
Okay.
on and kick this door.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Ooh.
All right. You kick the door, and it, kind of bulges a little bit, but does not open. And the guy, Doug, you see the guy that was heading towards the door, like stop.
You spooked the elf.
I'm gonna kick it again.
Okay. Another athletics check. You kick it. You can see it kind of dents a little bit. You've pushed it further in, but it definitely is still intact. And Doug, you hear somebody shout, "Somebody's out here!" So, and you start to see some movement down here in terms of people heading towards it. So, and then you see Goliath kind of heading towards the vehicle.
The vehicle. I'm gonna take a shot at that gun if I can.
Okay. Yeah, and you've got a heavy pistol, right? So,
I have a Nova 338.
yeah. So, and that, therefore, is going to be. So, if you're going to take a shot with that, I do want to check on what so there's a range. There we go. So that is going to be. Okay. Yeah, going to be about. You're going to need to hit a 20 or better with your weapon skill.
I'm going to use. I've got some cyber stuff here too.
Yeah, and don't forget,
I got targeting.
You have luck to spend as well. You can always say, "I'm going to spend 2 luck to add."
Okay, I've got targeting scope on my left eye, and it adds +1 to my check when making an aimed shot.
Okay.
And then I have to announce how much luck I'm spending
Yes.
before rolling. It says I have luck 2 of something. It doesn't give me how many out of how many.
I think that's your total amount. Because I don't think you purchased a lot of luck. So
Okay, so
yeah. So I just
I need a 20.
I hit the reset button, and so yeah, you only have 2 luck points that you had. So yes, you need a 20.
And that's per that's per session, right?
Correct.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna spend them.
Okay.
So I decrease that to 0, and then do I add 2 then to my roll?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna have an additional 1 for aiming, right? This one, right? So +3.
Yeah. So, but for that one, does it say? What does it say? It just gives you a +1. So
It just says +1 to the check.
Okay. So you're not actually aiming, because an aim shot is -8, but you get the benefit of the scope, which gives you a +1 to your shooting. So.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. So yes, you get a fire, and by the way, you can fire. Right now, we're not in rounds or turns because no initiatives rolled yet, but you can actually fire twice in a round with your heavy pistol. So.
And I will do that.
Okay. So you make 2 rolls at 20 or better.
Oh my God! What is this?
Oh, fumble! All right.
I can't even get 20 out of all that, even if I had everything.
Well, if you had a crit, so.
Yeah. So that's a miss.
Bad miss. Yes.
Well, it's 5. 10 minus 5. Is there a crit table?
No, it's you just miss. You got a good quality weapon, so it's you just miss. So yeah. So you can take your second shot. Whoa!
Same roll. So 0.
Yeah.
Wow.
That seems weird. Okay. All right. So did I scare him?
So those 2 shots, because that pistol just is loud as shit, right? That thing just is loud, and it just reverberates those 2 shots, and you see it hit like the ground down here, and you see this guy dive, and the Goliath kind of switches to the side, and these 2 completely turn around towards the shots.
Are they aware of where they came from?
Yeah. I'm just going to make a roll
or something.
I'm going to make a roll for for just a general roll to see if they can pick up on that one. Yeah. So I won't tell you if they know or not. They're not looking up at you.
Okay.
So they just are turning around. So Sam, I'll let you have a free action if you want it before we roll initiative.
Sure. I am going to prepare myself to plow through this door and just go full Batman. I am the knight.
Okay.
And yeah, just charge. I'm mentally preparing myself to break through this door and take out whoever the first person I see is.
Okay. All right. So then let's roll for initiative, gentlemen.
Where is that skills?
Make sure you select your character before you do it. It should be combat, I believe. Or is it not? No. Sorry, folks, we don't use these charts enough yet to have gotten it all
Yeah.
good.
Sorry, I'm
No.
just not.
All right, just roll. So it's going to be your dex plus a d10, or reflexes plus a d10.
Reflex plus 10?
Yeah.
Or 1d10 plus reflex, I should say.
Yep, that's right.
I got 8.
$16.
Okay. All right. So 16, 8. All right, and I'm going to just roll. All right, so the goons are going to get to go first, go second. So let me get this in there, and then we'll sort it. All right, so Wolf, you get to go first, then the goons, then Doug.
All right. Oh, I still need to break this door down.
Okay. So, yep, give me an athletics check, man. All right. It pops off.
All right. And then would I still have enough to run in and punch this dude in the back of the head?
I say, yeah, I'll allow you that one in this case. So normally you get 2 attacks, but I'll just give you 1 in this case.
Sure. And yeah, I'm just gonna sucker punch him. I know that's not honorable.
I never thought Wolf was particularly honorable in and of himself. So.
All right.
Cyberpunk, man. All right. I am going to say at this point in time, he is so focused on that he's not going to roll an evasion check. So you're going to get that one free. So you hit.
Okay.
So give me some damage for that.
All right.
Whoa, 10. All right. Okay. So you break down that door. You smash him into the head with the back of your hand, with your fist, and he just kind of bounces forward from the blow, and you clocked him good. But he's probably still up, so pop you in there.
Cool.
All right. So Goon 3, or this guy, so he is going to turn around, and he's got a pistol that he is going to attempt to shoot you. So.
Ooh. Okay.
He had it, he had it. But he's going to get 2 shots at you. So here it goes. So 1. All right. So you can do. So 1, he is going to. That first shot misses. It goes wide, so it's like he like turns around and just pops a shot off and completely goes by you. And the second one comes in, so it looks like it will theoretically hit. What is your reflex skill?
7.
Okay, so you cannot dodge. You cannot use an evasion to attempt to avoid it. So that one is going to hit you. So, but it is a small pistol, so it is not going to do too much damage. So let's see where we're at here.
Maybe it'll hit you in the arm
Yeah, hopefully.
or your leg. Don't you have a metal leg?
Yes.
All right. So it hits you for 9 points. And what armor do you have?
Oh, I'm trying to see if I have that somewhere.
I thought we had Kevlar.
I'm pretty sure I have leather. Oh, I do have Kevlar. Yeah,
Okay.
body armor 7.
Okay.
SP7.
Yep, SP7. So you are going to take 2 points of damage, and your Kevlar is going to go down to 6.
So there's no location hits here?
No.
Okay.
If you take an aim shot, you can say you're going for the head.
Gotcha.
But normally there's not a normal location. So,
Gotcha.
Yep. All right. So next up, so 2 shots pop off. One hits you, Wolf, and you feel a sting of pain, but it's not too bad. So, Doug, you see Goliath
Just made him mad.
get into his car. So imagine there's a car there. He's in the car, and that is his turn. Next goon, this guy turns around and he sees Wolf there, and he is going to take a couple of shots.
Oh boy.
All right. He does not hit with that. So the first one, he shoots wide too. He scared the crap out of him, and he's like, "Oh no!" So he shoots. But the second one does hit. So it's kind of repetitious, isn't it? So let's see.
Yeah.
All right. So 4. So you stop 6. So 4 gets through, and your armor is down to 5.
Okay.
How many hit points do you have?
A lot. I have 29 left.
Okay. Goon number 2, you see, gets into the driver's seat, into the car, in the driver's seat, Doug.
Okay.
Goon 1, he bounces around here behind some cover, and he's going to take 1 shot at you, Eric, because he doesn't know that there's anyone else.
You mean me?
No,
Really?
at Wolf. Sorry. That's what I
Oh,
meant.
okay. Hey, meat shield. Nice.
And he does hit.
Jesus.
Oh, 5. So your armor stops that, right? So you feel the impact. It hits. Nothing gets through, so it doesn't actually stays. You don't lose any armor protection because nothing got through. You're going to have a bruise there. But yeah. So Eric, it is your turn.
If I was on the edge of the roof outside door 3 here, as they pull out in their vehicle, how high is it from me to the top of their vehicle?
I mean, you're about 30 feet up there, so 25.
It's pretty far, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do this? Can I move to the edge of the building above door? No, the edge of door 2, and then I'm assuming they're going to back out of this door 3, but give myself a good angle for the driver's side window.
It'll give you an angle. It's going to be pretty hard because you do have some intervening stacks here. So you're going to be able to see kind of the top of the car and the driver's side, but you're not going to have a real good visibility into the driver's side.
From above?
From above, yeah, because those stacks go pretty much almost to the ceiling.
No, I'm waiting for them to get outside.
Oh, okay, yeah. From the edge, yes, you'd be able to see them very well in all likelihood.
They still have to get the door open, don't they? I
They do.
will. Is there any chemicals or barrels of anything? Might be explosive over here.
Not that you saw.
Okay. I'll take a shot at that guy right there.
Okay. So it's going to be about the same. You can take. So it's going to be a 20 or better.
Damn. Yeah, I just don't have the capabilities to make that shot. Okay.
You can take a second one.
Well, miss. I mean,
If you hit a crit,
even
if you hit a crit, you roll that second D10.
I don't know. Okay.
Well, you don't have to, but you do
All right,
get
there's
it.
my set. It's
Ooh,
2
it's
shots.
close. It was very close.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wolf, your turn.
Yeah. Think I'm going to try and hit the suit again. This time I'm going to activate the blade arm.
Okay.
So I guess it's still just a punch, right?
Yes. All right. So yeah, but he's. We're going to see if he can dodge that. So let's see. He does not. So you hit him.
All right.
Give me
Spike hand.
Oh, I think this could be bad.
And if I have an option, I'd like to make this as brutal as possible.
He is dead easily. So how brutal is this wolf?
I mean, I want this to like go right through the middle of his body, and for the blade to show through the other side.
Okay.
And for it to be, I'm trying to make this as visible as possible to his buddies. And then with my left hand, I'm gonna push him off of my arm and I'm just gonna tell them, this doesn't have to be you.
Okay. So this guy he is deader than dead. So he is. You do that. He kind of lifts off his feet. This goes through his back and slides off. I'm going to make a morale check for the other two that you see. All right. Okay, so we'll see what the results of that action are here in a moment. Okay, so that goon is dead. All right, so Goliath has his turn. So this goon here, he starts to run away. This goon. So Doug, you see the car. The lights come on the car. So it starts up, and the car rams into the back, into the door.
Right. They have no power. Right. The keypads are probably blank. Right.
Yep.
Showing no power.
Yep. So
how much damage does it do to the door?
Yeah. So you obviously hear just a loud crunch, the sound of this vehicle, and this cacophony of noise. You see that the door gives a bit, but it does not give. It does not break through yet. So it's going to, based off of that, it's probably going to take 2 or 3 tries at least for this car to break through that. They simply can't get speed up with the short distance they have.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
This goon, he is going to take a couple of shots at you, Wolf.
Let him try.
Oh. He is not afraid of your fillet knife.
All right. The second one hits.
Oh, man. So, look, this is the same roll each time.
Right.
All right. So 10 points of damage.
Man.
So 5 get through. Your armor drops down to 4.
Oh, man. I was the knight.
All right. And as he's doing that, he's retreating. He does retreat back. So he gets his 2 shots, and he does take a bit of a move back. So, Eric, it is your turn.
Okay, so from the window, can I jump down from the window onto this rack of warehouse goods?
Yes, I would let you do that. Athletics check to make sure you don't completely miss. Yeah.
Because I'm assuming this is a forklift right here, right?
Yes, that's a forklift.
All right. I will make that athletics check.
Okay. Looking for a
Twisted
13.
Tea.
All right. Yeah, you land on it. So you're good. So you drop down. It's probably about 10 feet, and you're on top of some stacks of some boxes of stuff.
Okay. Is it still my turn, or would that conclude my turn?
I'll call that your move. So you still have another action if you want it.
So I couldn't jump down to the forklift, huh?
Yeah, I'd let you do that as a second one. So if you wanted to.
All right, I'm gonna roll another athletics check down.
Because you basically just dropped really quickly, so it just doesn't take a lot of time.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Second one.
thanks.
So, yeah, you drop down. You are now at the forklift.
Okay.
All right, Wolf, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna draw my gun and move as far as I can towards this guy.
Okay.
Let's see, and I have, what's my speed? Is there a speed? It's gotta be.
Yeah, it's move.
Move.
6.
6. Cool. All right, and then I'm going to try and shoot that dude.
Okay. So your pistol is a heavy pistol as well. So you should.
Yep, security 5, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that made that. So yeah, so that's going to be, you get 2 shots with that one, and you're looking at feet. So you're looking at a 13 or better. All right, hit him twice. All right, so roll your damage. 8, 9, 17. All right, those 2 bullets puncture and hurt him pretty badly. It's not gonna take him out, but you definitely get through quite a bit of damage on that.
I'm just gonna call after. You want to die for this?
Okay. You're brutal. You want to die for this? All right. Goliath. All right. Car rams. That's a different game. So he ducks the corner and churns, and he gets. You hear a car door open and close. Next, you hear the car ram the door again. Yep.
This whole time, we've had the ability to call for backup.
Yeah. I think we're doing fine.
All right, this guy he's tough. He is going to bounce over here behind a little bit of cover, and he's going to take another couple of shots at you.
All right. Keep your secrets.
1.
Oh my gosh! Look at these rolls, man.
Oh.
Oof. Okay.
Okay. The first one hits. So that will be. All right. So 7. So 3 damage get through. Your armor goes back 1, and on that second, so 1 shot, you feel it, you see it. On the second shot, you hear like a click, and like you see him like try to start to fuss around with the gun. Eric.
I'm gonna start laughing.
All right. All right.
Twisted teeth, mother bleep.
All right, Eric, it's your turn.
I'm hoping the keys are in the forklift.
It is an electronic forklift. There are no keys. You can just start it up.
I would like to start it up.
Okay. All right, it starts.
And I would like to ram into this thing
God.
and attempt to knock it over onto those guys.
All right. Why don't you give me a driving roll?
Drive land vehicle?
Yep. Okay. You hit it. You see it like start to move. It kind of snaps back, but it's now kind of swaying a little bit. So next round, you can hit it again, and it's probably going to go over.
Okay.
Wolf, your turn.
I think I'm just gonna keep making my way over here.
Okay.
And am I able to see anybody here?
Yeah, you see those 3 guys in a car. Goliath in the back, looking rather panicked, and the guy right around the corner that was seems to have had a pretty high morale and is like still got his gun and kind of like fiddling around with it. Clearly got a jam in it.
Yeah. Am I close enough to grab him?
Oh yeah, you can grab him.
I'm gonna drop the pistol and then just try and grab him with my cyber arm.
Okay. So that's going to be a grapple check, grab check. So your brawling skill.
Oh, my brawling, you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a skill, not combat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then these guys, he's going to get an evasion check. Ah, he just avoids your reach.
Okay.
Damn him.
All right. You can try that again if you want.
I would love to try that again.
All right, go ahead.
And if I can make contact with him, I'm gonna turn the taser on.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, well, we'll see.
Yep.
Ugh.
Avoids you again.
I still want to turn it on while I'm swiping at him.
Okay.
I want to know.
He sees that little all right. All right. So Goliath, you see Goliath shouting. You can't really hear what he's saying. Goon 3 is like shouting as well. Goon 2 rams the vehicle into the door. You can't, Wolf. You can tell probably the next one's going to do it. Like it's structurally kind of weak now. Goon 1, I'm going to force him to make yet another morale check, but I'm going to drop his skill on that one because he is struggling a little bit more now. Oh, yeah. He basically just drops to his knee. He just kind of puts his hands up and just kind of drops to his knees in front of you, Wolf.
Mm.
Can I kick my gun away from him? I did drop it.
Oh.
So
Yes. Yeah, I'll let you do that. All right. Eric.
So I'm worried that if I hit this again, that something might fall on my partner.
Mm-hmm. You can
do it.
So
no. Okay.
Well, I have another idea.
Go.
So I was wondering if I could take my forklift and drive it around here, and then get the forks underneath the vehicle and lift it.
Give me a
Just the
driving
front
check.
end, that way they can't. Okay, yeah. Do this. Fuck.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you spin that forklift around. It comes around. Its lights blaring. It's kind of this pipsqueak looking kind of thing, right? It's kind of this forklift, and as you're getting the blades to go under the car, it misses and it actually jams into the grill at the front of the car.
Yes.
And like you see like sparks from it, and
Yes.
and it just kind of goes in and gets stuck but it lifts the car up just a tad bit.
Yes, Vlad the Impaler. Okay.
All right, Wolf.
Twist his teeth, mother.
Is it to me again?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna just walk past the guy who's now kneeling
Mm-hmm.
and open the back door of the car.
Okay.
Am I on the side? Oh, or sorry. Okay, so the car is facing.
The front of the car is facing this way, so they were trying to back it out and ram it. So
I'm just gonna sit in the driver's seat or in the passenger seat.
Okay.
Oh, do I sit? No, I think I'm gonna open this door, and I'm gonna yank this door back as hard as I can to try and like break it.
Okay. All right. So you go around. Eric is on the forklift and like jerking the car up and down, bouncing it a little bit, sparks flying, and Wolf, you go over and you just take that door and you like pull it off of its, hinges basically, and they all just kind of like say, "What do you want?"
Want to continue a conversation we had at a bar.
All right, and I think that's a good place to stop for this evening.
Just, slightly bleeding out. It's okay.
All right. Awesome.
Crazy.
Oh, God.
That was a lot of fun. All right. So, yeah, we'll pick this up next time. So, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Doug, for playing Cyberpunk Red. And, yeah. And thanks, everyone, for watching. And hope you enjoyed it as much as we had fun playing it. So, see you in the future as we take on episode 5 and see what happens to Goliath. All right.